Hey everyone, welcome back to D&D Daily. I'm Dan.
And I'm Daphne. Thanks for joining us today. We have a really interesting story about technology and business.
That's right. Today we're talking about Meta, the company behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. They just made a big announcement, and the stock market loved it.
Yes, Meta introduced a new AI model called Muse Spark. It's their most important product launch in a long time, and shares went up more than 6% after the news.
Whoa, 6% in one day? That's a big jump. But before we go further, let's make sure everyone understands today's key vocabulary. Daphne, can you start us off?
Of course. The first word is launch. A launch means the introduction of a new product to the public. For example, the launch of the new phone was very exciting. Meta's launch of Muse Spark is what we are discussing today.
Great word. The next word is integrate. To integrate means to combine something so it becomes part of a larger system. Meta said it will integrate Muse Spark into Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. That means Muse Spark will work inside those apps.
Another important word is investment. An investment is money you spend now, hoping to earn more money later. Meta has spent billions, that means thousands of millions, of dollars on AI. That is a huge investment.
And speaking of money, let's talk about bottom line. The bottom line is a company's profit. It's the final number that shows how much money a company actually made. Investors always want to know, how does this help the bottom line?
Exactly. And that was precisely what investors were asking Meta. They spent over $72 billion on AI infrastructure in 2025 alone. People wanted to know, when will this money come back?
72 billion? That's an almost unbelievable number. So, Daphne, what exactly is Muse Spark? Can you explain it simply?
Certainly. Muse Spark is an AI model. Think of it like a very smart computer program. It was built specifically for Meta's own products. It can help you plan a trip, go shopping, answer health questions, or even analyze a photo. Imagine pointing your phone camera at food and asking, "Is this healthy?" Muse Spark can answer that.
Oh, that's actually really useful. And it will work inside apps like Instagram and WhatsApp, right? So people don't need to download anything new?
Precisely. That is one of Meta's big advantages. Billions of people already use their apps every day. By putting Muse Spark inside those apps, Meta can reach users very quickly. It also plans to use public posts and Instagram content to give better, more relevant answers.
Smart move. Now, let's talk about competition. Meta isn't the only company doing AI. They have some very tough rivals. That's our next vocab word, rival. A rival is a competitor.
Meta's biggest rivals in AI are OpenAI, which makes ChatGPT, and Google, which makes Gemini. Apple is also entering the space. These companies are all racing to build the best AI products. It is an extremely competitive market right now.
And Meta got a late start, right? When ChatGPT came out a few years ago, it really surprised everyone, including Meta. They've been trying to catch up ever since.
That is correct. Meta also tried to build the metaverse, a kind of virtual world, but that did not go as planned. Their smart glasses had some privacy problems too. So Muse's Spark feels like Meta is finally saying, this is our clear strategy for AI. Strategy, by the way, means a plan to achieve a goal.
So this is a big moment for Meta, but does everyone think it will work?
Not necessarily. The article says the jury is out, which is an idiom meaning we don't know the answer yet. Muse Spark looks promising, but Meta still has to execute. That means they have to actually carry out their plans successfully. Having a good idea is one thing, doing it well is another.
That's such a good point. I love that phrase, the jury is out. It's very useful in everyday English conversation. Like, the jury is out on whether this new restaurant is good. We don't know yet.
Exactly. You can use it whenever the result is still unknown. Now, let's quickly review what we learned today. Meta launched a new AI model called Muse Spark. It will be added to Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook.
Meta has spent billions of dollars on AI, and investors are happy to finally see a clear plan. The stock went up 6% after the announcement.
Meta faces strong competition from OpenAI and Google, but its huge user base gives it a real advantage. Now it simply needs to execute well.
Today's keywords were launch, integrate, investment, bottom line, rival, strategy, and execute. Try using one of these words in a sentence today.
And the idiom to remember is, the jury is out, meaning we don't have an answer yet. It's a very natural phrase in English conversations about business or technology.
All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening to D&D Daily. Keep practicing your English every day. Even just a little helps a lot.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key to improvement. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and language. Until then, take care, everyone.
See you next time.